Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. It is our August release party tonight, and I am so excited to have all of you here coming in from all around the world. Tonight is going to be super special because we're going to be joined by 4 of our illustrators, and they're going to be sharing all kinds of beautiful inspiration for you. And we have a bunch of brand new stamp sets. We've got new dies. We also have some brand new polyglaze. And I know a lot of you have been waiting for polyglaze because you love how it foils. That's coming tonight. And we've got a brand new card kit. So, but before we get started, can we say hello to Tom? Are you over there, Tom? Hey.
Howdy.
How are you?
Hey, I'm great. I'm better, much better than horrible. I'm getting just the feeling that it's starting to get autumny and blustery, and with all this autumn stuff, you can't help it. It's just the colors.
That's right. So you got your cowboy hat on and you're ready to go.
Yep.
You have a straw hat back there too. Could that be a farmer's hat?
I think it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got a little something for you tonight then, Tom.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of fun. And there's usually no word of the day during our release party, right?
Yes. We'll have a respite, take a break from the word of the day, and think up some new crazy ones for you.
Tom has a good one coming on Thursday, though. I know that. Well, it is great to see everybody here. Now, I do have to talk to you all about something very important, okay? We have some important news. So, Tom, we need an important news banner, an important announcement to make. This is very important. I am actually going to do like a 2-minute video on this too, just so everybody sees it and it doesn't get lost in the release party. But I want you guys to all know about this before we get going. Our website is going to shut down on August 28th, and it's going to be shut down until possibly September 6th. So the reason why I'm letting you know that is because if you're interested in anything from our new release, I highly encourage you to get it by August 27th. On August 28th, we begin the migration to our new and improved website. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. And we're going to do everything that we can to get it back up and running before September 6th. But with the Labor Day weekend in there, you know, there's not as many people working. So we're going to do everything that we can. But it will be back up by September 6th. So we're very excited about it. Now, there's a couple things that I'm going to ask you to do. If you are a customer of Gina K Designs and you have an account at Gina K Designs, go into your account and click on your wish list and make a little copy of what's on your wish list. And then if there's anything that you've been waiting for, an email for, just jot those items down as well, because we're not sure if the wish list or the notify me stuff is going to carry over to the new website. It's a completely different platform. So we're not switching from just a new designed website, but we're actually moving from one platform to a whole new platform. And we're going to a very popular platform. So you guys are going to love it. And I'll tell you all the details when it's back up and running. But just keep in mind that the site is going to go down. Now, we're going to be able to ship all during that time. So if you have an order in, it's going to ship. That's not going to hold back shipping at all. It's not going to stop me from going live here with Tom. We're still going to do all our videos. We're still going to do tons of inspiration. But it's just that the shopping's going to be closed for that week, essentially. So we encourage you to go on the Labor Day weekend and have a great time, and don't worry about shopping at Gina K Designs that weekend. But if you really want anything from this new release, we highly encourage you to grab it before August 27th. Okay.
Will customer service be able to still access what they need to if they get calls, or do you know?
Customer service will eventually be able to go back to the old site for a little while and still access things that are there. So if you forgot, you know, oh, I had something on my wish list and I forgot what it was, they will be able to look up a few things for you. And they will be available the whole time to help you with anything, an order that's already placed or information that you need. But they're not going to be able to put orders in for you. So anything you want to do it all this week up until next Monday. Okay, Monday is the day that it goes offline. All right. Well, hopefully that was good. We got it in. Well, we only have about 2,600 people here. Usually we have a lot, it grows as the live goes on. So I'm going to do a separate video, and I'll also send this out in our newsletter. So let's get going. All right, everybody, I'm so excited. The first thing that I want to show you tonight is our brand new incentive set. Every month we do a new incentive set that's yours free with any purchase of $75 or more in product. And I absolutely love this one. Look at this cute little set. All right, I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so you can see it. This is called Forget-Me-Nots. And this is a beautiful forget-me-not bundle of flowers here. And then it's got some great greetings that'll work so well on so many cards. I'll never forget all you have done for me. Isn't that cute with forget-me-nots? Thankful for you. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Love you, and hello, friend. And I love these little greetings here because sometimes I have a big image and stuff going on and I just need to get a greeting in there somewhere, and there's hardly any room. So I do like having some of these in my collection. So this set is yours free with any $75 purchase in product or more, and you don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to put it in your cart. It will automatically ship with your qualifying purchase. All right, so that's Forget-Me-Nots. Now, we have two illustrators who are not able to be here tonight. The first one is Hannah Drapinski. You guys all know and love Hannah. She is such a cool girl. She has a very interesting Instagram where she does a lot of different kinds of art. She's definitely an artist through and through. And she's got a little baby. So she doesn't do a lot of crafting as far as paper crafting, but she's a fantastic artist and we love what she provides for us. So this is her brand new set called Nature Walk. And I love this one because fall is the time of the year when I really like to get out there, go for walks, look at all of the beautiful color. And this has some beautiful trees. I did see a sample that Deborah Warner made, and she's going to show you tonight with this. And oh my word, it's got these cute mushrooms, this beautiful bird, some leafy designs, and this gorgeous butterfly. And then I love these greetings. Nature is not a place to visit. It is home. And then she's got love nature and be happy. And this one, a lot of you really loved it in the sneak peek. Into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I love that. And where flowers bloom, so does hope. Now, I picture a set like this would be really beautiful to make some handmade stationery or some handmade cards for people. Maybe a little journal for them. Stuff like that you might want to make for Christmas gifts. And they're beautiful greetings, but they're good for that kind of thing. They're also great for home decor and scrapbooking. So if you do mini scrapbook pages, little 6x6 books, things like that, this is a beautiful set. And of course, these images are fantastic for cards. Now, this does have a full die set that coordinates with it. And of course, our huge magnet is in there, and then the layout of how it goes on the magnet is here on the outside to make it easy for you to put the pieces on your magnet. So this is called Nature Walk by Hannah Drapinski, and it's available now in the What's New category. All right, so our next stamp set, I had to reach down and get it. Our next stamp set, I love this one, and I love what Beth did here because, okay, we all love teachers, and I was thinking about this. We all put we all think about teacher stamp sets in the fall. But when my kids were little, I made cards for my teachers all year long. So it's not like you can only make them in the fall. There's nothing wrong with using these kinds of greetings and then on the inside of the card saying Merry Christmas or Happy Easter or whatever holiday. Maybe it's their birthday and you want to send them a birthday card or a thank you card. So teacher stamps are great for all year long, all school year long. And also some kids have summer school or they're taking summer courses. There's all kinds of teachers out there. So I want to show this to you. It's called Terrific Teacher, and it is amazing. It's got this apple design and it's got a coordinating die. Now, because it's only one die, it doesn't have a magnet, but it's easy to store in a stamp pocket with your stamp set. It's just a single die, but it cuts everything out because all of these apples are the same size, or they're meant for two-step stamping. So you have an outline where all of these fillers will fit in there. Of course, you can use the fillers by themselves and just cut it out with the die as well. And then it also has a solid stem and an open stem, and they will work together to create a two-step stamp. And then the greetings are: a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. There's thank you. And I love that Beth did thank you and stuff like that, because it's the same font and it really coordinates well when you're creating a card. Thank you, amazing, right? So thank you for being an amazing teacher. So you can build your own sentences here. You are an amazing teacher. You are appreciated. You are special. So there's so many different ways to use this. Teachers like you are hard to find and impossible to forget. Isn't that the truth when you've got a great teacher? And thank you for helping me grow. Favorite teacher. You are my favorite teacher. Teachers plant seeds which grow forever. So tons of ways to use this stamp set. And I also just like the apple design because the apples actually really coordinate nicely with the new kit. So there's more ways than just using this stamp set than just for teacher cards. And you can also use these like you are an amazing, and then all you need is the word friend. And we've got tons of stamps with the word friend. So you can mix and match with other sets to create many, many more cards. So this is Terrific Teacher by Beth Saleka. Check out our Facebook group for tons and tons of card projects using all of these new stamp sets. All right, well, now we have our very first illustrator who is waiting in the wings. And let me get her stamp set. So we always kick off the night with Lisa Hetrick. She's amazing, and she's just got so many beautiful samples to show you. And speaking of amazing, take a look at her stamp set. It's called Everyday Amazing. And it's got this really cool element that not only can you stamp it, but you can stamp it and repeat to create a really cool background. It also makes a great border. And then it's got the greeting, you make every day amazing, and all of these beautiful leaves. And some of these leaves can turn into strawberries too. And it's got a full die set that coordinates with these stamps, so you can cut the individual pieces out and can create your own leafy bouquets and things like that. So without further ado, let's welcome her to the program. Let's welcome Lisa Hetrick.
Hi, friends. It's Lisa Hetrick. Hi, Gina. Hi, Tom. Thank you so much for inviting me in tonight to our August release party. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to share my brand new stamp set with you called Everyday Amazing. I've got a lot of really fun inspiration to share. And yeah, let's just dive in. I'm just super excited to be here. So let's go ahead and go to our overhead cam and take a peek at this stamp set. So here it is, Everyday Amazing. You can see that I'm already loving it. It's already getting well loved. And there is a coordinating die set in this stamp set. And I also have, I'm going to walk you through all of the elements in the stamp set, but I've got this big honking diamond background that's super, super fun. You've got that big honking piece of diamond background that I'm going to show you how that works. It covers an entire A2 sized card and then some. So if you're into scrapbooking and other paper crafting things, this is a really, really big stamp element for you. I've got some two-step stamping with a strawberry element, and we've got the seeds and a little strawberry bloom. Love that bloom. And we've got some leafery elements, the toppers for the strawberries, some more leafery elements to kind of pull the whole stamp set together to create some really fun cards. Okay, you make everyday amazing is the sentiment. And again, the stamp set, this stamp set, like all of my stamp sets, coordinate in proportion to each other. So they work really well with other stamp sets that you might have of mine in your collection. There is a coordinating die for pretty much almost every stamp in the stamp set, except for the small seeds and the big honkin' background. Okay, let's dive in and take a look at the inspiration I have to share with you today. So here is a really fun card that I paired up with last month's stamp set. I've got the little strawberry blooms in here, and I kind of did a little double stamping and twisting with that to create that double line look. We've got that two-step stamped strawberry with some of the leafery and that background piece, that diamond background that just kind of completes the whole design. This stamp set kind of has a little bit of a retro kind of feel to it. It's super fun. It's incredibly graphic, and it's just, I love it. Okay. All right, here is another really fun card where I did some watercoloring, and I am digging this. Super, super fun, really easy going using that leafery that's just kind of wrapping around that big honking strawberry. Love it. And I use So Very Happy for You. This is one of the sentiments from Past Incentive, and I just love it. Here is a super fun card with the strawberries cascading down, and I'm really digging it. I've got that two-step stamping going on, but I've taken that strawberry and just kind of turned it a little bit to give that wonky look and feel. Just kind of loving it. And I used Our Friendship is Magic. This is a really fun sentiment from a Past Incentive as well. Love it. Okay, I couldn't resist pairing this stamp set up with last month's stamp set, and I used the Farmer's flower cone and just kind of created this little strawberry cone of goodness, and it's just super fun. I'm loving the way this card came out. Use that little, just a tiny little bit of the corner of the diamonds to create that just little something extra down there, just kind of giving us a just kind of super whimsical look, and I'm loving it. Okay, here is that diamond background in this pattern. So I've created this pattern, used that diamond background twice. Now, the beautiful thing about that diamond background, I'm going to bring it in to show it to you, is that you can repeat this and it'll be a repeat pattern. So we've got the bottom here that just kind of goes off of the edge. But when you repeat this stamp, you'll get a repeating pattern, which is super, super cute. I've layered all of my strawberry elements and the leafery, and just kind of did that two-step stamping, double stamping with a twist with that little bloom to create that little extra look there. Just totally loving that. You make every day amazing. Okay, here is another card sample where I used that pattern and did a pattern across the card front, and then I also did a pattern with another color inside the centers. So you have lots of options to stamp this and stamp again inside in the negative space to create that all over pattern look. Loving that. Just loving the way that looks. As with all of my stamp sets, I have a brand new card idea sheet for Everyday Amazing. There are 8 super fun ideas showing you layering options for the stamps. And, you know, just a lot of really super whimsical cards that you can make with this stamp set. You can grab this free card idea sheet on my website at indigojadeart.com/craftyourjoy, or you can grab it in the Gina K Designs Facebook group. Super, super fun. You can get all of my card idea sheets there on my website as well. Okay, let's take another quick look at the stamp set Everyday Amazing. It's a super fun stamp set. Lots of options for creating super whimsical, really fun cards with this background, also the coordinating die set, and I'm just loving it. I've got a lot of inspiration that I'm going to share in the next couple weeks, so I hope you'll stay tuned. I hope you really enjoyed this stamp set reveal. It's super whimsical, and I'm super excited to be bringing it to you tonight. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Tom. I'm just I get really excited every single release, every single month. but I'm just so grateful to be here. Okay, I will be going live this week, and I will be posting the live and the link inside of our Facebook group, and it'll also be on my YouTube channel. And if you're on my email list, I'll be sending that out as well. Thank you so much. Tonight's release party is super, super fun. There's so many amazing things coming out tonight, and it's just going to be a really great show. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time, friends. Thanks so much. Bye now.
Lisa, your cards were amazing, and I absolutely love your new stamp set. Make sure you guys sign up for Lisa's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to her channel after the live tonight so you never miss another one of her videos. She's so entertaining and she's so laid back, and it's a great way to spend an afternoon or an evening. And the brand new, here it is again, the Everyday Amazing stamp set is now available in our store in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. Thank you again, Lisa. And also, aren't those inspiration sheets amazing? I love that she does that. That is so cool. All right, so now our next illustrator, who is waiting in the wings, has come up with a beautiful set. And this is a flower that I had never heard of before. It is native to South Africa. And take a look at this. This is called a watsonia plant, a watsonia flower. So this stamp set is called Wonderful Watsonia. And I looked them up, and they're actually fairly tiny. So this would be a real close-up view of those flowers. And they're absolutely beautiful. They come in bright oranges and pinks and, you know, those deep burgundy reds and stuff. Very fall, like that look of fall flowers. And then it's got these beautiful greetings. Thank you for being there for me. You're a caring and loving friend. Always here for you. You always know how to make me feel better. Lean on me, and you are truly special. And I love that there are some single flowers here and leaves, so you can create your own clusters, or you can add to this one, have some of these flowers sticking out from behind. To make it easy, there is a complete die set for this one that also includes a magnet, and this is the layout for the magnet. Absolutely love it. And this is by Arjita Singh. Arjita is waiting in the wings to join us, and she's got some of the most incredible cards to show you. So let's welcome her, Arjita Singh.
Hi guys, Ajita here. Welcome to Gina K Designs August 2023 release. This is a special moment. Half of the year is gone, and we've already released the majority of stamps for the year. It is unbelievable how fast time flies. And 2003, and we'll be preparing for our holiday cards, our Christmas cards, and time is going to be so exciting again. But for August 2023, I have a beautiful stamp set for all of you, which is called Wonderful Watsonia. So I came across this beautiful flower a few months back, and after digging in deep, what is the flower called? Where is it from? I finally decided that I need to make a stamp for Gina K Designs, and so that all of you can color it in so many different ways, and you can use so many techniques with that. So this is a native South African flower and looks like lilies as well. So they are tiny cluster flowers. It has buds and beautiful leaves, comes in so many different colors. So this was all what you need for a lovely floral stamp set. Have a lot of versatility in colors, and the coloring is also easy in the stamp set because the petals are quite big. They're not those tiny intricate ones, which also I do at times, and I enjoy coloring it. But this is comparatively bigger, open spaces, and you can use your watercolors, your pencil colors, Copic colors, so many things, and it's quite easy to color. So let me just show you the stamp set, and here it is. So this has a big cluster of flower, then some beautiful individual buds and 2 leaves. Beautiful sentiments in general, very generic sentiments, very special sentiments, which you can use for all the cards. And it also has coordinating dies. So you can purchase them separately, and almost all the elements our hair, all the buds, leaves, and the big cluster. So once there are dyes for every element, there are so many techniques which are possible, and things become much more easier. So without further ado, let me just flip my camera and I'll show you the dye, the stamp, and all the samples I've created for you all in a close-up way. So this is the stamp set and here is the die. So this is the big cluster I was talking about, and these are the two individual buds, two leaves, and some wonderful sentiments like thank you for being there for me. You are a caring and loving friend, always here for you. You always know how to make me feel better. Lean on me. You're truly special. So this is the stamp, and these are the 5 dies along. You can purchase them separately, and having a die set along with such stamp sets opens more techniques, and you can do fancy folds, you can cut the edge of the card, and also tuck in these and create bigger clusters. So everything becomes easier when there are dies along. So this is the stamp and die. So starting with the first card, this is just stamped in some very light ink, and I've watercolored it using this my favorite Daniel Smith watercolors. This is no line watercoloring, which is my absolute favorite. And for the pollens, I just did some masking using masking fluid, and then colored them back. So added some paint splatters around, a simple sentiment, and I totally love it. So this is the pink one. This is very, very simple. I was trying to make more of a mixed media kind of a card, and just came up with this. This is absolutely no shading, just created a watercolored background, and did some very, very simple flat watercoloring on top. But I just like the artistic look for this card, and simply finished it with a sentiment. So this is the next card, and this is also watercoloring, no line watercoloring. I stamped the image using Gina K Designs Amalgam Ink in Whisper on a hot pressed watercolored card panel, and colored it using pencil colors. And this is just this cluster, this big cluster, and I just chopped it from the center and aligned it here at the base of the card. So I totally like it, and you can do such things when you have dies. So the next one is very simple and one of my favorites. I used one of the elements from the Gina K Designs Masters Layout die sets, and this is the postage stamp. And then I used one of the buds from the set, this bud, colored it, and fussy cut it because I did not want any white lines around, and finished it with a sentiment. So this is a very quick, fast, but a lovely card. So this is one of my favorites. So this is the last one for today, and this was my favorite, super bright, cheerful, sunny card. And for this, I used almost all the elements from the stamp set. As you can see, I created this enlarged bouquet using all these elements tucked behind the main cluster. And this looks really pretty. Here I again used Gina K Designs Amalgam Ink and Whisper to stamp all these images, and then colored it with Copic markers so that it becomes a no-line colored card. So you can always leave the lines if no line or these light colors bother you, intimidate you. Just go ahead, stamp them in those black beautiful lines, and then do the same technique. So these are the cards from my side tonight, and I hope you like them. So that's all from my side tonight, and I hope you like the stamp set and also like the samples I've created for you. I will be sharing all these samples on my social media, my blog, and I have a few videos for you all on my YouTube channel as well. So that is it. Thank you so much, Gina and Tom, for having me, and I wish all of you have a lovely evening ahead, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Take care.
Argita, your cards always blow me away. The way you do no line watercoloring is amazing. And I was just watching all of the comments, and I am not alone in that sentiment. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. And isn't it amazing that we can do this and be halfway around the world from each other? For those of you who don't know, Argita lives in India, and so we always rush her stamps over there to get them to her in time. But sometimes they don't make it in time for her to make a video. So we feel extra blessed this month to have been able to see all of those beautiful cards from you. So thank you, Argita, for being here. The new wonderful Watsonia stamp set is now available in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. Here it is. Love it. And this is one of those great big designs that you can use for some of those fancy folds we've been doing lately too. So if you've been on the fence about picking one of these up, now is the time. Okay, so our next illustrator is waiting in the wings, and you guys know her and love her. She always comes up with so many cute ideas, and there's always a tag or two in her video. So let me show you the new stamp set by Deborah Warner. This is her big thanks. Now, I guess it was about a year ago that Deborah released a stamp set called Big Birthday, and it has all these big birthday designs and then little ones in there and inside greetings. Well, now, because it's getting close to that season of gratitude, she's done a thank you version of that. And I love how Deborah has put outside greetings and some inside greetings together. And one of the things that she and I were talking about today are these tiny little thank you greetings. Thanks a bunch. Thank you. Thank you. Just so tiny, which is so perfect for so many times when you need just that little thing, or you're making a small tag that you want to hang on something. So this is a fantastic new set, and Debbie has all kinds of inspiration to share with us. So let's welcome her to the program. Welcome, Deborah Warner.
Hi, everybody. Debbie Warner here for Gina K Designs. Hello, Tom. Hi, Gina. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our August 2023 fall release. I love fall. It's my favorite season. And we have some really cool stamp sets and die sets to share with you tonight. My stamp set is all about thank you. If you remember, last year I released Big Birthday, and it went over really big. So I came back with big thanks. This set has all kinds of thank you and thanks greetings, and I have 6 inside greetings as well. Thanks for always being there for me. I am thankful for you and for all the things that you do for me. Your thoughtfulness is greatly appreciated. Thank you, tons and bunches. I am grateful for your kindness and generosity. It truly means so much. And thanks a bunch. I did try to use all different fonts and all different sizes. I have some really big ones, and then I have a couple really tiny ones that can tuck in the corner of a tag or on a card. So let me show you the samples that I created.
On my first sample, I used Master Layouts 4, ornamental fans, and soft stone to create that panel in the background. I then used our oval shaker die, and I cut it out twice, once with white, once with tranquil teal. On the white oval, I went ahead and used summer silhouettes and friendly silhouettes with some of our bright ink colors to create the flowers. The stamp is one of the medium size thanks from the stamp set, and then I actually finished it off with some clear dewdrops. On this card, I went for a tone-on-tone look with key lime. I did use the leafy stencil in the background. It is kind of hard to see because it's very faint, but I did use key lime ink on the key lime cardstock. I used Botanical Duo and then cut it out in white and colored it with alcohol markers. Tried to get as close to key lime as I could. I used white embossing powder on some black cardstock with that greeting, and then I finished it off with some of our black pearls. On this card, I used pine trees from Hannah's new set, Nature Walk. The greens I used are Christmas pine, dark spruce, fresh asparagus. And then for the background in the sky, I did use Masking Magic in a small circle die to create the moon, and I blended with some dark sage. This is a great flat masculine card, easy for mailing. On this card, I use the butterfly and flowers from You Give Me Butterflies. The colors I use for the butterfly are light carnation, dusty rose, and peach bellini. I used grass green on the leaves, and the flowers are coral reef, sweet corn, and peach bellini. I used a triangle from Master Layouts 13, the one with the stitching, and then I stamped on it with bitty backgrounds and sweet corn with the polka dots just to give it a little more interest. And then I finished it off with our black pearls. On this full front shaker card, I used Hannah's butterfly from Nature Walk, and my rainbow is tangerine twist, wild dandelion, grass green, blue raspberry, wild lilac, and cherry red. I did use the fizzy stencil to create the rainbow in the background. And I actually painted the butterfly using our inks and a little bit of water. I used Master Layout 7 for the greeting and finished it off with clear quartz sequins. On this card, I used craft white and warm cocoa for my cardstock, white embossing powder for my greeting. I used our spectacular sunflower stencil with white pigment ink. And then for the yellow, I tried sweet corn and I thought it was a little too light, so I went back in with some wild dandelion. The center of the sunflower, it looks red, but it's actually tangerine twist. And first I did the solid circle with warm cocoa. Finished it off with some of our pearls. On this card, my colors are ivory and dark chocolate. I used the skeleton leaf stamp set and our Swiss dot embossing folder. Finished it off with some brown twine I had in my twine stash. On this card, my colors are turquoise, sea, and white. I did use vellum as well. I cut out using Master Layouts 10 that frame out of vellum and then flipped it over and used white pigment ink with our water droplet stencil. I did have to let that dry, then I flipped it over and attached it to a panel that I had embossed with our Petite Flourish embossing folder. I did cut out 3 of the feathers from Fancy Feathers, 1 in vellum, 1 in turquoise sea, and 1 in white. Finished it off with our solid clear quartz sequins. I made 2 tags, one with a large greeting and one with a small thank you greeting. The leaves that you see here are a new die set that Gina's going to tell you about in just a few minutes. It was so much fun to work with, and I used a lot of our autumn colors to create these beautiful leaves.
So there you have my samples. I hope you enjoyed them. As always, I love making cards. I had a lot of fun making them and getting to use all different products with my stamp set. This was my favorite one this time. I really like the stencil and I love white pigment ink, and I think it looked really great on the craft. So that was my favorite. One of the girls in the office had asked me if I would create a word give, so it could be paired with thanks in this set or some thanks that you might have in some of the other sets you have at home. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us. Please share your work in our group. We always love to see what you do. And we will catch you next time. Thank you.
Oh, Debbie, those cards and the tags were so cute. And you guys, I don't know if you know this, but Debbie works here in our building. So she also works at Gina K Designs. And she brought all those card samples in to share with us. And I got to see them and touch them in person, and there was one tag missing. I'm so glad I got to see it. And I said, where's the missing tag? And she told me that it was already on a wine bottle and ready to go to her neighbor for watching her place when she was on vacation. So I'm glad I got to see that. Debbie, your cards and everything were just beautiful. The Big Thanks stamp set is now available in the What's New category at ginakdesigns.com. Here's one more look at it. And I'm telling you, this is just one of your basic staples that's going to be a great asset to your collection. All right. Well, it is time. It is time for our very last illustrator. And then I do want you to know what's coming up after we bring on our last illustrator. I'm going to be showing you some of the new poly glaze. I've already foiled it so you can see what it looks like foiled. And then we're going to break into the brand new kit, and I'm going to make a card with the free gift that's inside the kit. So before we do that, though, our next illustrator waiting in the wings is the amazing Melanie Menchinger. And take a look at her new set. I love this one. This is called Sunny Days 2. Now, last month she came out with Sunny Days 1, and it was the stamp set. Well, it was called Sunny Days with the big glasses and all of the different things that you could put inside the glasses. Just the cutest stamp set, perfect for summer cards. Well, now going into fall, we're going to jump on our moped or on our bike and enjoy the little bit of chill in the air that hopefully is coming soon. And Melanie has created these they're like building stamps with bikes, with parts that you can build, different things that you can put on for wheels. I mean, it's just an amazing set. And I love that there's a dog that can chase the moped and a cat that can sit in a basket. Oh my goodness, this is just too cute. And of course, it has a full die set, so you can cut everything out. And I love the details in this bike where you can cut out, and it cuts out this section of the bike as well. You're going to love this set, and you're going to love what Melanie shows you tonight. So let's welcome her to the program. Welcome, Melanie Menchinger.
Hey everyone, Melanie Menchinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. I am so excited to join you for our August release, newest stamps from Gina K Designs. Today I have Sunny Days 2, and this coordinates with my Sunny Days set with the glasses and all those wonderful elemental pieces that will go in the frames from July. So this was such a popular set. I knew it was going to be really fun, so I wanted to follow it up with one that you could use, this fun bicycle and little Vespa moped or scooter, and then have some new round elements, and then be able to do all of that mixing and matching with the two-step stamping. Super fun. I've also got some clouds in here for scene building. I've got a little running dog, and then also a seated cat. These can actually be positioned that they can be riding on the bike, in the basket, or running alongside. So I'm so excited to share some samples with you. And then we've got coordinating dies that you can purchase if you want. The wheels are actually attached to the die, so you don't have to cut out the wheels and put them on. Just stamp it all into the one die cut piece. But then we also do have the additional dies so that you can cut them out separately and then layer them as you like. Let's go ahead and jump into samples, and then I'll point out all those different greetings and pieces in there. Obviously, I've also got, not obviously, but I've got a inspiration sheet for you here that's going to show you some different layouts that you can use these stamps with. And I think that this is just such a great set, not just for your friends and family and girlfriends, but also for boys, teens, kids, and those really kind of difficult masculine cards for us to make. Not any flowers, although I do have some flowers in there. So let's just jump into these samples. This first one, I have got the little Vespa, and it is stamped in red. I have a little balloon in this one. I have a round balloon in the first set, so now you have a heart-shaped balloon that you can mix and match with those glasses. Comes with a little string, so I've got these pieces die cut and popped up. The two wheels, I have two-step stamped on there with just some of the black Onyx ink. And then I decided to put in the smaller flower to match that red velvet ink. And then I love the wheels, and then the little, oh, what do you call it? That the pedal goes around, the gear. I don't know, it'll come to me. But to embellish these with rhinestones or with the flat sequins or dewdrops. So that is a great opportunity for some bling, and it's so easy to use. I've got a mastered layouts die here, and then I die cut some of those clouds. So you can either stamp the clouds into the dies or just use the dies from that set for scene building. And then I've also got these little lines here. This is going to help you suggest some movement. Got it popped up so that it's popping a wheelie, and the "You are wheelie great." You can also say, have a wheelie great day, a wheelie great birthday, time, or trip. So lots of sentiment options with that. Here is one that I put both the bicycle and the scooter on, and I used that wonderful stencil of Gina's that has the sunset background and then the clouds. I also just blended on the bottom here to create my road, and then I stamped in the elements, and I used just the big fat tire like those electric bikes that you see, along with some of the spokes. So that's done in pink. And then I did just a little bit of direct to stamp with my black ink so that I could make the seat and the handlebars black. There's a lot of little tiny bits that you can add onto the scooter and bike to customize them. You've got some little streamers that go on those handlebars. And then I also stamped on these little flowers and centers. So I just think that's super fun. And it's great for a couple's card or signify best friends or whatever. And then I've got that enjoy the ride greeting. The next card that I want to show, I've got that little dog and cat that I mentioned. So here is another scooter card, and I used a master layouts with that scallop frame that I love. I put some little heart-shaped brads on here. So those are just pierced directly into the mat. I didn't do any die cuts here except for that balloon. Then I've got that little mark for the showing the speed. And I just think that is super cute having them riding on the little scooter. To create kind of this ombre effect, like a custom paint job, I've got some of the bubblegum pink ink to match the cardstock. And then I just rolled direct to my pad, just rolled the edge of it onto my passionate pink pad. And that created that gradient effect there. And this one I put my ride or die. So that's fun for your partner in crime. The next one that I want to show, so I mostly did just the elements from this set on these cards, but I did want to show some samples where you could mix and match in those from the coordinating sunny days. So for this one, I created a little card with the bicycle, and I used the solid heart and then that negative heart-shaped image inside the circle to make my wheels. So you can look on here, there's 7 or 8 different options that we'll stamp in that are exactly the same size as this tire to make just a really fun graphic statement, just something very whimsical on your cards if you don't want to use a literal tire image. So here I've got some of those clouds on here. They're die cut, but then I also stamped them with the Whisper ink and the Ocean Mist. And then I just rolled the edge of that stamped image in one of the darker blues. I believe that that is the teal to match the bike there. And then this is some of the Ocean Mist on the bottom. So I wanted it to go from dark to lighter clouds to finally that sunny stencil again. And then I hope you can see that there. I just added one of those little flat sequins on the, help me out, someone in the chat. What is that called? And then I've got Sunny Days Ahead. And then this is the Wild Dandelion paper. So I love these colors together. I love them for fall. I love them for summer. And it has been so hot in here in Texas. It was 110 degrees last week while I was on vacation. By the way, I only had one day to get all these samples together for you. So lots more to come, but I really have been enjoying playing with this set for the short time since I've been back, and I'm so glad that I'm back in time for the party. This one that I wanted to show you, so we've got the cat and dog doing something a little bit different here. The little dog is running along behind the bike. You could also use that balloon string to make a little leash to make it look like someone is like riding along with the little dog going behind it. But this sample I wanted to show you because I got out some of my embossing powder and I was able to 2-step stamp on the wheel with those spokes on top of the black stamped wheel. And so that's just giving it some shine, some texture, more dimension, and just really adds to that card. And so we've got cruising by to say hi there. We've also got a little separate flower basket in there, and then you can stamp on some of the little flowers. So that's really fun to add on to the bike. I wanted to make an interactive card to show you guys. So here's another cruising by to say hi, and I did something a little bit more whimsical by putting some of those die cut flowers on top of the wheels. And then I made just a little interactive card by just cutting out a little slit from my card here, putting some matching cardstock behind it, and then taking some pennies and some foam squares so that you can just have it run in that track. And that is just so fun for a teenager or a child, or even your grown children in your household. They're just going to love being able to do that with the card. I wanted to show 2 more cards here using Gina's new kit that she had come out. I just thought these were really fun ways to, first of all, create a scene for this bicycle. So we've got some of that stenciling that I showed before, and then we have got a greeting and one of the backgrounds from the Breath of Sunshine kit. So I have got this stamped in the Stormy Sky ink a couple times, and then that's going to really make the silhouette of this black bike with the wheels stand out there in the front. And then you could layer on a different color for the street down here, but I just really wanted it to pop and have that contrast between this blended scene here and the road. And then again, another one of those flat sequins. The final one, and this is using the cobblestone stencil that she came out with and some of the pumpkins from the kit. I just thought I always love substituting round elements for other images in my collection. And so I thought it'd be really fun for a Thanksgiving card or fall card to put some pumpkins instead of wheels. So that might be a little too silly for you, but I thought it was super cute for the right person for a fall card. So I will be posting this sheet with all these different layouts to give you ideas for how you can use these stamps in the files section of our Gina K Stamp TV Friends Facebook group. And they will also be posted on the website where we're going to be selling the stamps. But this is a free inspiration sheet for you. Please be sure to tag me when you post your creations on our Facebook group or anywhere else in social media, because I really want to be able to see the cool things that you're doing with this stamp set and dies. And so I can, thank you for helping showcase that so well. And your creations really inspire me and inspire others. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the Sunny Days 2 kit, and I'll be making some videos to go along with it to show you how to make all the cards. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.
Melanie, those cards were so cute. And oh my gosh, Tom, did you see the one with the bike up against the farm?
Very cool.
Oh my gosh, that's you riding along. You love riding out in the country all along the farms.
Yeah, I had a lot to kind of chime in on there with, but
I know you knew all the names of everything and all.
Yeah, that's my world.
Yeah, Tom's an avid biker, so
very cool.
That set is not going to leave my desk very much. I'll tell you that. Melanie, your cards were fantastic as usual, and thank you so much for creating an inspiration sheet for everybody. That will be available in our group in the files section over in our Facebook group. And also, everybody, make sure that you check out Melanie Menshinger's YouTube channel, Arjita's YouTube channel, Lisa's YouTube channel, and Debbie has a YouTube channel where she shares her portion of the release party videos. So if you just want to go through her cards again and see them, you can find them there. Also, to all our illustrators and our designers, guest designers, video artists, if you would please share all of those gorgeous cards in our Facebook group so that all of our members in there, we've got like 43,000 members in there, and they all love to see your cards and be inspired by them. So Melanie Menshinger's new set, Sunny Days 2, is available now in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. Thank you so much to all of our illustrators for being here tonight, making time to make a video for all of us. I'm telling you, we are all so inspired right now. All right, so now I'm going to show you a couple other products before we get to the kit. And one of these is something that you guys have been asking me to do for years. And I always feel like I see it after it's too late. But this year I wrote it down and it popped up in my calendar to remind me to do it. So thank you all very much. Those of you who have this stamp set, you may recognize this one. This is called Skeleton Leaves. And this is a very, very popular stamp set in our collection. At one time, it was an incentive, and now every fall, everybody loves this little stamp set. These are pretty good size leaves. But you always say, please, Gina, do dies for these, do dies. We finally did. We now have a die set that coordinates with the skeleton leaves stamp set. So if you already have it, you could pick up the die set. If you don't have it and you're looking for some new leaves, this is a great little set with the coordinating dies. But I want to show you something else that we did with these skeleton leaves. So I was looking at these and I thought, oh my goodness, wouldn't they be beautiful foiled? So yes, we did it. We created polyglaze foiling sheets in the skeleton leaves pattern. Now, these are the actual size of the stamps. The picture on the front is a little bit smaller so we could get it all in. And you can cut these out using these same coordinating dies. So now we've got skeleton leaves stamps, we've got skeleton leaves polyglaze, and skeleton leaves dies. Now let me show you what they look like when the sheet is foiled. This is what it looks like. Oh, look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And then just to let you see, I die cut this very quickly and not very well, but it's not bad. It's better than horrible. So this is what it looks like when it's cut out. So if you have the skeleton leaves stamp set, you may want the dies. But even if you're not interested in the stamps, you may want to pick up the polyglaze and the dies. Isn't that fun? I just love the way that looks. And so this is our segue into our new polyglaze items. So the skeleton leaves, I think, are going to be a very popular one because it's perfect for adding a little leaf to a tag or just a little, you know, a little focal image on your card. And then we also decided to do a couple of other things that can be die cut with dies that we already have in our collection, and you might too. So one of the things we did, which is great for the Thanksgiving holiday season, is we did the word thanks. And thanks, I love a big word. You guys know that. I love a big die cut word on my cards, especially with all the fun background techniques. So we decided to do thanks in polyglaze, and this is what it looks like when it's cut out with the thanks and shadow die. So the thanks and shadow die, let me show that to you. This is one of our dies in our collection. I have mine on magnets. Words don't come with magnets, but you can buy extra magnets at Stamp and Storage. And so I put this on a magnet. Now all this is polyglaze that is foiled with gold foil, the 14 karat foil, Gina K Designs. And then it's just cut out with the shadow die. It's not cut out with this die. This die is great for cardstock and all kinds of other things, but you can do the polyglaze and have it now in this shiny look, okay? So that's the thanks die. Now, the other one I decided to do for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday season and fall is Grateful. Now, this one, I just got word that these are shipping. Actually, they're already on their way. So they should be here in just a few days. So we'll be back with Grateful and Shadow. But remember, our website is going to go down on August 28th and be back up on September 5th for moving to our new website. So any of these things that you want, I would try to get them before the 27th, or you'll be waiting until September 6th. But let me show you what this looks like foiled. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Oh, it's just so pretty. And it's big, you know, that's perfect for like if you've done a really cool background and you've got a little bit of foil in the background or something like that, and you just want something shiny. So that is our Grateful polyglaze. Now, another thing that so many of you were asking for was, please do the Petite Flourish design in polyglaze. We used to have, pardon me, Petite Flourish in our big toner designs, but we discontinued those when we started doing polyglaze. And so I decided to do polyglaze sheets in this design. Now, this does not have a box around it. It is just the design. So let me show you what it looks like when it's foiled. Here it is. This is it. Isn't that beautiful? A perfect background for the upcoming fall card making season. But also, you can use this for holiday cards. So for those of you who are new and don't know what polyglaze is a way to foil without any expensive die plates or anything like that. All you need is a laminator and some of the Thermoweb Deco foil. And the Deco foil or the Gina K Designs fancy foils. So if you have a household laminator, you can do this. If you have a crafting laminator or anything like that, you can do this. There are even super cheap laminators on Amazon that you can get, and you can do this. And all you do is you take this polyglaze sheet where they look, let me show you what they look like before they're foiled. So I'll open this pack here. They look like this. So they're very, very pale gray. We tinted them gray, and then they're coated with a polyglaze finish. And you lay your foil on top, you send it through the laminator, and then you peel the foil off, and what you're left with is this gorgeous shine. And what's nice about these is you can do them in any foil colors you want. So if you want teal for one card, or you want pink for another card, or you want gold or silver or glitter foil, you can pick and choose what you want to foil based on what your card project calls for. So I love this. And I'm going to be doing a Foil It Friday card this week. And also, I have a whole foiling series on foiling with a laminator. It's on my YouTube channel. If you click on playlists, you'll find a whole playlist of foiling videos, and they show you exactly how to do this. And it's super easy. There's no learning curve. It's not hard to do. It's super easy. It's very cost effective. So if you're just getting into foil, it's a great way to get started. All right, so let me show you two more designs that we have. We decided to do another leaf design, and these are grungy leaves, and I love them. This is what they look like. They're very grungy. There's no dies for this. This is just a full background where you would foil this and then trim it up and use it as a panel for your card. And this is what they foil like. Isn't that so pretty? Love those. They're the grungy leaves, very different than the skeleton leaves. The skeleton leaves are very crisp, very tiny detailed. These are much rougher. They're not quite as crisp. They're meant to have like parts missing, and they're so beautiful. Give me all the leaves. I love leaves. And then we did one more really cute fall design. This is called the Coneflower Garden. Look how cute that is with all the little cone flowers. And that's what this one looks like all foiled. Isn't that beautiful? I know it's kind of hard to see the design foiled, but I'm telling you, when you get these, when you get these home and you foil them, you're just going to have success right out of the gate. They're so easy. So like I said, if you're wondering what the polyglaze, hey, Rena Krupski, thank you. My daughter is here. I love to see my daughter. Hi, Rena. If you're interested in polyglaze and you're interested in learning more about it, just go to my channel and type in polyglaze, and you'll learn all about how to use these. And I'll be making videos with these too this month, so stay tuned for that. But they are very cost effective. Okay, so that's our polyglaze for this month. And now it is time to show you our brand new kit. And I'm so excited about this kit, guys. I love fall. I mean, I've seen people say this, my favorite color is fall, or my favorite color is autumn. I love the colors of autumn. I love the images of autumn. Everything about autumn I love. And this new kit is no different. So let's take a look at everything you get in this kit. And when you realize that everything that's in here is only $59.95, I'm telling you, I mean, just the two stamp sets alone are valued at close to $50. Everything in here is amazing. So are you ready? Okay. So this is called the Breath of Sunshine card kit. So let me zoom out a little bit here. I'm very close. So you get an index sheet that shows you everything that is inside this kit. And you get two huge 6x8 stamp sets. You get a 6x6 stencil. You get a huge die set that also cuts out all the words. So it's really like two die sets in one. And then you get this free gift, the Autumn Leaves die set. And this, you may be tempted when you think about this. This is very similar to the feathers, the fancy feathers, but it's leaves. They're open designs. You can do all of those same kinds of techniques with these beautiful leaves. So let me show you. This is we put the free gift right in there. And this is the die set. Now this is going to be a $20 die set, and this is free with this kit. So let's start with the stamp sets, and I'll show them to you up close so you can see how big and beautiful they are. So first we have, let's take it out of the package so you can really see it. This is the beautiful Breath of Sunshine stamp set. And one thing you may notice about this stamp set, if you're paying close attention, is this one coordinates with this gorgeous sunflower stencil. This is the spectacular sunflower stencil that we released last month. We took these designs and we turned it into a beautiful layering stamp set. I have a video coming up on Thursday for our crafternoon. I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to line these up perfectly every time. And I'm going to be making a card with this. I'm also going to show you how to wood grain this basket, and we're going to be having some fun. So stay tuned Thursday at noon. That video is coming up. But this coordinates. So you could even do this in a soft background and then use these images on top. So many fun ways to mix and match. But the greetings in here are, you are a breath of sunshine. I'm so grateful for you. So very thankful. Have a sunny birthday. When you give joy to others, you get more joy in return. Isn't that the truth? And then thank you for everything. And we have 3 different centers for these sunflowers. You can also turn these into cone flowers if you love the plums and the purples and the real hot pinks. You can make them cone flowers. It also has 2 fun pumpkins in here, and the little stems are separate. And then the basket, and then we did a side version of the cone flower. So this way, or the sunflower. So this way you can have some of them going in a side view if you would like. It also has a tall stem and some leaves if you want to do a sunflower garden, or you can cut all of these out and fill the basket with sunflowers and pumpkins. So this is the stamp set, and it comes with this huge coordinating die set that will cut everything out. Now what you'll notice is, for like the side view flower and also the pumpkins, the dies are already full. They're put together. So you stamp the orange part down here and you stamp the green part up here. So the way I recommend doing that is just cut your dies out first, put them down on your card, on a piece of cardstock, and then stamp onto the die cuts. It's very easy to do, and I'll be showing you that this month as well. Okay, so that's the first stamp set and die set. Then the second one, and I think this is the one that's really making people love it so much. This is called Harvest Silhouettes. You guys know I love my silhouette stamps, and it's very hard for me to get away without some new silhouettes. This one is a farm. So you've got this beautiful farm here. And I wanted to point out to my friend Steven, Warehouse Steve. Steve said that he didn't want this. He was only kidding me. He's like, where are the hay bales? But they're there, Steve. They're on the trail, this little tractor here. On the back, there's hay bales in here. He's coming in with the hay bales. So, and then it's got a couple of grungy leaves. It also has this little corner piece that you can stamp. Like if you stamp this in gray and then you stamp this in black over here, it does look like like kind of like a gate, kind of the end of the fence on the farm. You can also add that to your card and then stamp a bunch of wildflowers. I did a little panel here. I was just playing around with it just to show you what that looks like. But you see how if you stamp that, it looks like, hey, there's more farm over there. And then this is just like a little field of wildflowers. So there are so many fun ways to use these elements. But what's really interesting is we have 3 different layers here. It's the first time we've done something like this where we've done a layered silhouette set. And the way this works is you stamp the hills in the palest color, like a pale gray, And then you can stamp this one on top with a little bit of a darker gray. And then you stamp this one on top of the whole thing with black, and it gives depth in that silhouette. The mountains look very far away, and then this looks a little bit closer, and then this looks like you're just catching that silhouette of the farm. And then this has some nice kind of strip style sentiments. Happy Thanksgiving, warm autumn wishes, wishing you a harvest of blessings, with love and thankful for you. So I love silhouette stamping. So of course I'm going to be doing this. And you got to see Melanie use it in her little sneak peek there with her bike. And then it's got this really fun cobblestone stencil. This is a timeless stencil that you're going to be able to use over and over and over again. And in my video on Thursday, I'm going to show you how to make this really look like cobblestone by mixing a couple colors together. So this is a really fun one to create a lot of texture on your cards. Of course, you can use it with texture pastes and decofoil transfer gels and things like that. But just with a little bit of ink blending, it is a great grounding stencil where you want just a little bit of texture. It's great for covering your entire background. And it kind of looks like a giraffe too. So if you wanted to do little animals and you've got a zoo thing going, this is a great pattern that you can make it look more like a giraffe or an animal print. So I love this one. Now, you also get this free gift, these beautiful autumn leaves. And I want to show you what they look like cut out. So let me put this stuff away so I can show you these. Let me get a darker piece of cardstock here just to put up on the table. Okay, so I cut some of these out. I want to show you how big they are. First, I'll show you the size of the dies. These are all the different dies that are in there. So it is kind of a big set of dies here. No, there's not a lot of mountains in Wisconsin, but we do have bluffs. So I'm going to pretend that they're bluffs up in Baraboo or Blue Mound Park. That's what I'm going to do. All right. And also regarding those layers, you don't have to use all 3 layers. If you want to make a farm that looks like Wisconsin, you can just use the 2 layers or just the 1 layer. But if you want to add some mountains in there, you can. And you can mix and match that layering silhouette stamp with past silhouette stamps that we have. So the holiday one from last year, you can add mountains now into the background, and you can snow cap them if you want. So it's not limited to just the farm. You can mix and match those with all of our silhouette scene stamps. Okay, so let me show you what these look like cut out. So I just think this is so pretty. Look how fun these are. They look so beautiful cut. And what I've done here is I cut them, but I also layered them because I'm going to use them tonight. But because we're already at 8:15, I didn't want to be standing here gluing all of these together. So I wanted to pre-cut them so that you could see what they look like. These are so pretty. And the openings are just very much like those feathers. So all of those feather videos that I did in the past, you can rewatch those and then use those same techniques, but use them with leaves. And even that one feather card that I made where I used the lots of dots to look like movement, we're going to do that again, but we're going to have a falling leaf coming down from that. So that's going to be really fun too. So why don't we make a card with this tonight? I think we should. So let me get a piece of cardstock here, and I'm going to get my little paper cutter, and I am going to cut this down to 3 3.5 by 4 3/4 inch. And we're going to do some ink blending on here. So let's start with some beautiful fall colors. So I would love to use some Plum Punch. I would love to use some honey mustard, and I would love to use some faded brick. So I think those would all be really beautiful together. You know, you can use anything though. You can use orange, maybe even a little fresh asparagus, which I find to be a beautiful fall autumny green because it's so deep. Let me grab some blending brushes here. And then, yes, a chestnut tree, this big one. I know somebody told me at work that they thought it looked like a marijuana leaf, but it does not, because I can tell you, I looked that up to make sure that I never do a leaf that looks like a marijuana leaf. And marijuana leaves are very thin. So they're kind of like long and thin like that. That's how marijuana leaves look, long and thin. These are chunky, chunky leaves, so they're different. So don't let anybody tell you that. Okay, so I think I'm going to go from purple to red to yellow to green. I think that will be a good combination in my fade here. And let me get my ink stand to make this a little easier. So I'm going to start with some of this Plum Punch. And Plum Punch is a beautiful autumn purple. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful leaf shape. I really do. So I'm going to start up here and get some plum in here. And what's fun about this, or easy about this, is you don't have to worry about coloring very well here, about ink blending very well. It's okay if it's not a perfect fade or a perfect blend. I looked it up. I did not want to do pot leaves. I really didn't. I wanted my leaves to be all autumn leaves. And now I'm going to use some faded brick in here, and I'm going to try to blend that together. So I'm going to use my red blending brush for faded brick. And let's get a little faded brick in here. So you see where this is kind of like not a great blend? You don't have to worry about it, because when you cut these out and you lay these leaves on top, you're barely going to see any imperfections. But I just want to give this a really good autumn colors. I know you're all laughing at me, but you know, I got to do a disclaimer. You guys got to know who I am by now, right? I did my research. These are just wonky, cute little chunky leaves. All right, now I'm going to do some, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's all I know. I looked at it and went, whew, doesn't look like that. Okay, keep going. So now I'm going to do some honey mustard into that faded brick. You can see we're getting some orangey in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of green in there. Now, I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut, what I'm going to use, how it's going to all play out, but I think they're going to be very beautiful. Okay. Yes, thank you. My marijuana experts are chiming in. Hey, you know, it is what it is. So now I'm going to use some some fresh asparagus here. Kind of blend that into that honey mustard. I actually, when I do autumn leaves, I really do kind of like the look of some green in there, because that's something that's so pretty in the fall, is when the leaves aren't 100% gold or orange or red. You know, they still have some of that green in there, and I think it's so pretty. And it's just, I don't know, something about autumn colors. They are so beautiful. So going back in with a little bit of that honey mustard along this line here. Okay, now I'm going to do some die cutting. So I am going to cut the plain leaves, these ones, out of here, since I already did my other panels in white. So let me find my die cutting machine. I know it's back here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, let's move that out of the way so we don't have a tragedy. Well, you know, I mean, so many people do maple leaves, and I love maple leaves. They're beautiful. But you might have a lot of maple leaf dies. I don't know what that plate goes to. It's a Spellbinders plate, but for some reason I bought it and it doesn't fit my machine, so it must go to something different. And I know a lot of people already have maple leaves, so I thought it would be kind of fun to do something a little bit different. So let's get a little bit of that purple and yellow and orange in there. And then for this one, we'll get a little bit of the green in there. So you could just kind of pick where you want to cut these so that they have a little bit of the different colors in there. I want to get a little more purple. I definitely want to get more green in this one. Okay, I think that's going to look cool. So that's where I'm going to cut. I could get another one out of here, but I definitely want to have more of those autumn colors. It is not legal here, no. But my stamps are. Okay. So we've got these two. These are just beautiful, aren't they? And then I am going to need, boy, this live is going to get me in trouble. Okay, there we go. That was easy to pop out. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. These are pretty just like this. If you wanted to go in with a white gel pen and just add some little dots onto those, you could just use these leaves plain the way they are. But I'm going to use them with the detailed dies that go on top. So I'm thinking a white on white look is going to look very pretty for this. And I'm going to cut this down even smaller. So I'm going to cut my cardstock to 3 1/4. I'm going to have to do a master layouts with this because I am finding myself really liking this small panel, this 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 with a real wide border going around the card. I'm kind of liking that lately, so I might have to do something with that. Now I am going to use black for this, even though charcoal brown would be beautiful as well. And I'm going to take that up 1/8 of an inch to 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. Let's see how this looks. Now I'll tell you my vision here and we'll lay it out and then we will decide if we're going to go through with it. That's what I love about crafting with you guys live. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit, oh, I didn't cut that down very well. Well, you know what? Ugh, am I going to stick that in the paper cutter or I'll just cut a new black one? I'll just cut a new black one because I don't want to go back in the paper cutter again. That's wrong. There we go. I'm going to make that a little bigger. Let's see if this looks better. Well, now it's too wide. For crying out loud. It always feels better to say for crying out loud. Okay, that's going to look pretty good right there. There we go. Okay. Not my best work, but better than horrible. So I'm tripping over my die cutting machine here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. So my goal here is to layer these together. Look how pretty that is together. I love it. And I love that you can see just a tiny little bit around the outside. It makes it pop a little bit off. But isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. And I want to have one leaf here, and then one leaf up here, and one leaf down here, and then the greeting here, so that they're kind of skewed like the way you would put them on a wall. Like if you're doing, ignore my pot leaves here, the way you would do a decorative kind of 3 pictures on a wall, and you put one in the middle, and then you put one higher and one a little bit lower in a grouping. I love things in 3s. I can't look at that drawing. And now I'm going to adhere these. I'm going to adhere this on top. Now I did triple this up. You could really only do 2 if you wanted to. You don't have to triple it up like I did. But I really wanted to be able to show them to you tonight. So these are pretty easy. You don't have to, get glue everywhere. Just a few dots around the perimeter of each leaf. I am using the Connect glue in the fine tip bottle. Makes it very easy. Thank you guys. You're all so nice. I try to look up and see as many comments as I can, but sometimes, like when I'm doing this, if I start reading the comments, I'm going to be gluing all over the place. Okay. There we go. And now I'm going to glue this onto this one. So I'm going to start up here at the top and get that in place. And the next one, glue is so forgiving. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And my cardstock is not completely dry from all of that ink. The ink dries quick enough that it doesn't smear, but when you lay down that much ink, sometimes it's a little harder to glue things down. So sometimes I just let it sit for a little bit and I do other things. But this will be okay. This is why you see some people put an acrylic block on top just to let it, to press down. So maybe we'll do that. We'll go with that method. But isn't that pretty? I love the way the colors shine through there. We'll just put a little acrylic block on there while we work on the next one. So here I'm going to do this one. This one's really pretty too. Pretty together. So I'm hoping everything sticks. I think it will. There we go. Don't forget the stem. I get so gluey after doing this for a while. But it is fun. And this is kind of a nice activity to do if, you don't have any mojo, you need something to do. So just cut and glue these pieces together, and then you'll have them for cards when you need them. I hope that doesn't stick to the block. We'll see. I'm living in the danger zone tonight. Okay, I love this color combination too. I think that's nice just to have one that's a little different. I do want to try, stamping behind this too, so that you see a little pattern coming through. I think that would be really cute. Like stamping on these plain pieces. Or doing some alcohol ink techniques. Other kinds of fun foam, Simon Hurley's foam techniques would be fun as well. I think this is drying a little bit better. Get that under there. See, I knew that would stick. That's not too bad. There we go. Okay. So then I thought for my greeting that I would use one of the greetings from one of these stamp sets from the kit. So I'm thinking I'll use the farm one. And I think Thankful for You, because I think this is going to be a very elegant design. And I think maybe a little elegant greeting right there might work really well. I don't want to get that glue on myself. And also with the fine tip bottles, once you're done using it, just tap it back a little bit and squeeze it to burp the bottle. I'm just lightly squeezing it. And all of that glue will then squeeze down out of the little metal tip. And then just put your little cap on, and that should keep it from clogging. Okay, so now we've got these. And I'm thinking one like this. Cardstock's a little rough there. One here. One here. And then one here, like this. See what I mean about like a grouping? and then putting my greeting right here, thankful for you. But maybe we can use one from this set because there is a lot of room here. Have a sunny day. You are a breath of sunshine. I have to move some things over to get some of these bigger greetings. I'd have to move this up a little bit to get, I am so grateful for you. No, I think I'm going to go with my first plan. So I am going to stamp my greeting first, I think. So let me get my Misty. But I am going to leave I like the elegance of this. Isn't it just a nice, elegant style? Okay. So let's back up a little bit. Okay. Move everything out of the way. And then I'm going to slip this into the corner here. And then I can decide where I want my greeting, and then I can scoot these guys out of the way. Now, it would also be really cool to do this on a different color. So I am going to take a look at it on craft just to see what you guys think. So let me cut this off here to 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I just want you guys to look at it against craft and tell me which you like better. So we imagine that's the craft, right? Which do you like better? Okay, let's see what you guys think. You like the craft better? Okay, I have a few people saying white, but most of you are saying craft, that you like the craft with the white leaves. So I think I'm going to go with the craft. Yeah, it does give it more of an autumny feel. I agree with that. All right, we're going to make this craft, and I'm going to see if this will fit right on top of this white piece. And if it does, we are golden. I think it does. There we go. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better than horrible. I could probably go up a little bit. This is going to be the thickest card. Let me go up just a hair. It's hard when you tape onto white because white is so smooth. Go up just a little bit more. Maybe I'll just cut it better. And I'll use that for another card. I'm all about the multi-cuts tonight. Okay, I think this will be good. Yeah, that's better. I know, but see, I'm going to give it to one of you. So if I'm going to give it to one of you, I want it to be as better than horrible as possible. Okay, there we go. And you know what? I'm going to put it on a white card base. Now, I was thinking about putting it on a craft card base, but now that I've got that craft in there, the white is going to set off the white leaves so beautifully. And so that's what we're going to do. Let me find my score buddy and just score this. The 5.5 inch mark. Okay. So can you see what I'm saying here about loving this big border these days? I really love that. And I think this, can you see how that like is all pulling it together, right? And then you get to see everything so much better. Okay. So now we're going to get the greeting on there. And I love the simplicity of this design too. It's not a hard design at all by any means, but it does create a lot of interest. Okay, so we'll do thankful for you. let's get that out of here. Actually, yeah, thankful for you. You know I'm going to be nervous about getting this straight. Yeah, I think the craft will make a difference, and we'll get thankful for you right there. There we go. Now we're going to move these out of the way. And then I'm going to test it first with my index sheet, because I do not trust myself at all with this. Especially after cutting 27 panels for it. There we go. Does that look straight? Does that look straight to you, Tom?
Wow, now you're really taking a chance. It does, actually.
It looks straight. So it looks straight to you guys?
If you,
Oh my gosh.
if
I'm
you knew
asking
how many
Tom.
times that exchange did not work out.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're going for it. It'll be as good as can be. So we'll stamp that. Stamp it once. Yeah, a single leaf would be beautiful too. I agree with that comment. Okay, thankful for you. Let me clean my stamp. And then we're going to place this. So this one, we know we kind of want it like right over that. And then this one down here. And then this one up here. Oh, I love it. I really love it. So I think I'm going to just tape these on. I think it'll be fine to tape them on. I don't have to use glue, but I like the straight up and down look of these. And I love how much, depth there is because they're stacked. These die cuts are stacked. And one more. Yes. Very pretty. Now we could put just a couple little gold metallic pearls on here. Why is this all I have of my pick and stick tool? That's not good. Oh, here's the rest. Okay. I did pick a few out because I'm kind of running out. I just want to see what they look like. Do another small one down here. What do you guys think of that? Do you like that? You think that's kind of nice? Okay. So let's get this on the card base first, and then we will decide after we see it. I actually think maybe the black pearls would look even better because then it would accent a little bit of that black. There we go. Let's take a look at the black just to see what the black. Yeah, I think so too. I think the black might be the ticket. If I could get them to go in the right direction. You like just the babies? Small ones? We could add like another one up here too. Sometimes just adding one more somewhere up there. Maybe this one over here. Too much? Does it look like moles? Maybe just one more down here. We'll just kind of stick to accenting around the greeting.
Well, now that's all I see.
All right, maybe no dots at all. Maybe we'll just go straight away like this. It's very simple and very pretty. I think we're going to stick to this. All right, everybody. Well, that card is, we're going to give this card away. Especially now that I put that much time into making it what I wanted it to be. I do like this card. Isn't it pretty? And the leaves are so nice. And those are a free gift in the kit. And I like, you could see on the side, you know, you get a lot of dimension when you stack them. So, okay, Tom, what do you think?
It's very calming, like a fall sunset.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I like it. Well, this was a fun night, wasn't it?
It was very fun.
I had a great time. All right, so shall we give this one away?
Giving it away. Here's the
Okay.
drum roll.
All right, here
This
we
is
go.
called cheesy drum roll for those newbies here tonight.
Yeah, we've got a lot of them too.
Okay, the winner of this beautiful, thankful for you, Gina K original card is Vintage Scrap Girl. Vintage Scrap Girl.
Yay! Congratulations. All right, Vintage Scrap Girl, all you have to do is send your name and address to info@ginakdesigns.com and let them know that you won the 3-leaf card on release party night, and I will get this out to you. Well, guys, this was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed our new release. A huge thank you to all of our illustrators who joined us tonight, and also to all of our designers and guest designers who have been flooding Instagram and Facebook with all of the beautiful inspiration, their beautiful cards that they've made featuring our brand new release. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you, Jennifer McGuire, for sharing a video tonight. Mindy Egan, I know you're sharing a video. And all of our illustrators for all of the work they're going to be doing in the next few weeks to share more projects with you using their new sets. So Tom and I will be back this Thursday for a premiere video. We'll be chatting with you live in the comments for our Crafternoon live, and we hope that you will be there with us. That starts at noon Central Time on Thursday. And then I am going to be back on Friday with a Foil It Friday. I'm going to have a polyglaze card featuring some of our new polyglaze designs, and I sure hope you like that. And you'll be able to see how easy it is to create beautiful foiled cards. All of the products are now available on our website at ginakdesigns.com. Just click on the What's New category and you'll find everything right there. And thank you all so much for being with us and being so supportive on our release party. I think we broke a record, Tom. We had well over 3,200 people here tonight.
Yeah.
And it was great to have all of you here. All right, everybody. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday. And in the meantime, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.